Hi, it's Andy from Leadsability, and in this video I want to talk about one of the major benefits of doing online marketing for regular offline businesses. Well, the major benefit is the ability to measure all the effort that you're making when it comes to online marketing. And since you can measure, you can therefore figure out what works, what doesn't work, and therefore improve your return on investment. Because otherwise, as a business owner, why would you bother investing in all this if you don't get a return on investment, right? We have clients spending thousands and thousands of pounds in online advertising with us every month, and they have to see a return on investment, otherwise they just wouldn't continue. So it's very, very important that you understand that digital can actually help you measure all of this properly. And when I talk about that, when I'm talking about what you can measure, well, there are really three categories. One is your website. You can measure activity that's going on your website. Number two, you can measure, for example, all the effectiveness that you're getting through engagement in the social networks. That's the second one. And the third one is online advertising. So let me give you an example. When you're doing advertising, you can actually figure out which ads are actually giving you more revenues or more leads for the advertising spend that you're doing. So if you are advertising in Google or Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, wherever there's lots of places you can advertise. You need to be able to always do multiple ads. In fact, we run hundreds of different ads for our clients every month. And we test and we figure out whether ad number one works better than ad number two, number three, and so on. We actually test this. So it's very important that we do that. Now, with all of that said, this is all very well, but you've got to have the right infrastructure in place. Imagine building a house and you don't put foundations. Well, obviously the house is going to collapse, or you're going to have some serious structural problems in the future, right? The same happens in digital. If you don't have the right infrastructure in place, you won't be able to measure any of the stuff that I'm talking about. So it's very important to have, for example, set up your Google Analytics. Not only put it, which is a tool, by the way, which measures activity on your website. It's very important that you install and configure it correctly. It's a free tool. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to make sure you install and configure it properly. And the second one is something which is a little bit more technical, so I won't go into too much detail, but they're called conversion tracking pixels. Now, when you do ads, when you do advertising online, you have to make sure that your website has these conversion tracking pixels installed, because otherwise you won't be able to track the effectiveness of the advertising at all. And in fact, the pixels do a lot more work, but I don't want to go into all the technical detail here. It's just basically to give you a feel of what's needed and what's required. So just remember, digital marketing or online marketing for even offline businesses is absolutely critical in the sense that you can measure the results, and providing you have the infrastructure in place. So make sure you do those things, measure everything that you're doing, install everything correctly, and you'll be away and you'll be able to start measuring your return on investment. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope that gave you a little bit of help, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.